Okay, well, welcome everybody to Go Love Life. Again, my name is Charles Villasis, and it is my pleasure to be your host today. And I'm very excited about what's happening with this opportunity. We've only been in existence for only 1 week, 1 week, and already almost 4,000 people have signed into the company. It's really growing very, very fast. And I'm glad you're with us tonight because we definitely want you part of this amazing experience. This is a company, an opportunity where you can really have everything you want. You could have health, you can have wealth, you can have freedom, you can have adventure, you can experience everything that you need to actually go and love life. So I always like to tell people that you are definitely in the right place at the right time right now, because sometimes we miss these opportunities by being in the right place, but in the wrong time. And I'm sure a lot of people would have loved to have gotten in early on Bitcoin or gotten early on the Apple stock, as it went public. But, these are missed opportunities. And sometimes we're in the wrong place at the right time. And that's what gives us learning experiences, right? But the moments that really change our lives are when we are in the right place at the right time. And that's exactly what's happening right now with Go Love Life. Now, remember, it is a new company. So some people may call it a startup. But unlike most startups that are kind of risky because you never know if they're really going to last more than a couple of years, our company has a 25-year track record of success. So that's the big difference, is that we're just not, some new company. We've actually dedicated the last 25 years to creating an environment of entrepreneurism. The founders of this company have helped create hundreds of millionaires. We have helped people achieve financial freedom, and the most incredible experiences of my life have been spent in the last 25 years just by working with the gentlemen that are founding this company, Go Love Life. I can honestly say that I've had amazing experiences. I've visited the Rome, the Rome Colosseum. I've seen the Swiss Alps. I've swam with the stingrays in Tahiti. I've been to Hawaii like 5 times. I've ridden on top of elephants in Thailand. I mean, you name it. I mean, the list goes on and on. I can't even think of all the places that I've been to, thanks to this wonderful environment that these founders have created. So Go Love Life is basically just going to be a continuation of what a lot of us experienced with the original company that these founders were involved with. And when you think of Go Love Life, what actually comes to mind? Well, a lot of people think of family, obviously, being with family, feeling love. These are all things that make you go love life. How about adventure? A lot of people love adventure and travel. I know I do. Being with friends, having fun. How about just peace of mind? Some people, just going to bed at night and not having to worry about their finances, not having to worry about their health. That's loving life, obviously. And for some people, it's going to be like the toys, right? The fast cars and the expensive watches. We're all going to find our way to love life in different ways, but it's all correct. However, there are some things that rob us of the ability to love life and to live life on our own terms. Now, for some of us, that might be our jobs. Now, I'm not anti-job. I think everybody should definitely, work. However, sometimes people find that their jobs rob them of their energy, their joy, their time. Maybe they're in a job that they don't even really like. I know here in the United States, we live sometimes in very big cities, and the commute times are just so long and so stressful. Sometimes it takes like an hour and a half just to get to work, and then an hour and a half to get back in traffic. So these are things that really kind of rob us of the ability to love life. Another thing is our health, right? If we're not in good health, well, we may obviously be robbed of the ability to love life. And a lot of us have been experiencing that in the last couple of years because of this pandemic. But remember, COVID is not the only pandemic. There are lots of pandemics out there that people don't even talk about. How about diabetes? They're saying that now 1 in every 3 people are suffering from diabetes or are pre-diabetic. Well, that's a huge pandemic. How about obesity? That's a huge pandemic. How about stress? Everyone is so stressed out that this is becoming a global pandemic. So obviously, We want to take care of our health because nothing is more important than our health. The problem is that sometimes taking care of our health can be so complicated, and we just, wish it weren't so confusing, because there's so many supplements out on the market. There's so many products that say that they're good for you, but sometimes we buy too many things and we don't even know if they're really working. And it can be quite expensive and confusing. I mean, the pharmaceutical industry alone is $1 trillion industry, and they make money just by letting you know that you should be on their medications, but we don't really know that that's the best thing for us. We definitely take the doctor's advice, but a lot of times we end up worse than we were when we started taking the medication. So we need things to be simplified. We really need to figure out a simple way to make sure that we are taking care of our health. And we ask ourselves, can there really be just one thing that we can do to help us look better, feel better, and perform our best, and just go love life? Well, the answer is yes. There is something very simple, and it's all about just taking care of your gut microbiome. As long as you understand what's best for your gut microbiome and you can protect it, you can nourish it, you can make sure that it's in balance, you are going to do the best thing for your health, okay? Because the gut microbiome is known as the center of good health. So within our microbiome, and when I say microbiome, I'm talking about everything from your mouth down to your rectum, everything that happens in that digestive system, all those little organisms, those millions of organisms that live in the digestive tract, that is your microbiome. And we know that there's so much going on in there. And science every day is learning more and more about the importance of a well-balanced microbiome, how important its function is in the rest of the body. So we know that we have 100 trillion cells going on in our microbiome, and we also have a lot of good bacteria, and we also have bad bacteria, correct? Now, the good bacteria is the bacteria that we need in order for us to have a healthy microbiome, and we need to make sure that those good bacteria multiply and that they're fed. The bad bacteria, we just want to flush out of our bodies because they don't serve us any purpose. They just make us sick. So really, this is very much a story of good versus bad. It's kind of like watching a Hollywood movie. You're rooting for the good guy, not the villain. And that's exactly what we want to happen in our microbiome. We want the good bacteria to always win. So this changes everything. This is a true game changer. Once we understand that this is the center of good health, well, we know what to focus on. We don't need to buy supplements for this and for that and spend all this money. I personally have spent way too much money on supplements. In any given month, I'll spend over $300, $350 just on supplements for myself. And I'm so glad that now we can come up with something so much more simplified to basically just create that good bacteria. Now, this is going to make a world of a difference. Once we have that good bacteria growing, well, everything is going to change in our system. First of all, the first thing that we are going to notice, and I've been on these products now this is my 5th day, and I can honestly say that I feel that my digestion for the first time in a very long time is perfect. I can actually use the word perfect because my digestion is running like clockwork. So it improves your digestion. It helps your nutrient absorption because once everything is in balance, you can absorb the nutrients from your food, from your supplements. Everything is better absorbed in the body. It also strengthens the immune system. Now, this is extremely important because we all know right now that the people that are catching COVID in the world and the ones that are ending up in the hospital and maybe even having severe complications or even passing away are the people that have weakened immune systems. So we want to make sure that our immune system is always operating at a peak level, that it's always strengthened. And that is what happens when you have a balanced and healthy microbiome. Also, did you know that we produce our own vitamins in our microbiome? So it gives us the ability it gives the body the ability to heal itself. And the healthy microbiome acts as a natural antibiotic, fighting unhealthy bacteria. So the microbiome actually impacts all of the functions of all of our systems. So we know that it helps alleviate allergies, it helps regulate the metabolism, it helps regulate your neurological function, it impacts your mood, it improves your mood. The other day, I discovered one of our products called Phytopower for the very first time. I prepared it in some water and I drank it. And literally in 10 minutes, my mood changed. I was a different person. So these are the things that are really impressing me right now about our products. Your fatigue levels, of course, will disappear. Your inflammation starts to disappear once you have a healthy microbiome. It's easier to lose weight. It helps you sleep better. It helps with your energy and stamina. It helps with your liver and kidney function. It also protects the skeletal system. It improves your skin. It helps your brain function, your neural systems, and it helps you to age healthy, to age gracefully, because there's nothing wrong with aging as long as you do it in a very healthy and graceful way, of course. I think we would all love to live long lives as long as we're living good, healthy ones, right? So what happens when you take all these vitamins that you buy in the store? Well, you have to understand that many of the vitamins that are store-bought are synthetic vitamins. They're not coming from fruits and vegetables necessarily. They're vitamins created in a lab somewhere. And this is not going to be the best for your body. Also, if your microbiome is not healthy, if that flora, that intestinal flora is dirty, it's not going to be absorbing any of this. So it's just going to be a waste of money. You're throwing money down the drain. Now, what we do here in Go Love Life is very different. Our vitamins, our minerals, our nutrients, they're all coming from natural sources, from organic sources. So we go to the gardens of the world. We go to all the remote areas, the exotic spice markets of the world to find these healing and these healing spices and herbs. And then, of course, we go to ancient sources. Like that's what we did when we started Tahitian Noni 25 years ago, correct? And you can see here on this map that we go to every corner of the world. We are actually getting our ingredients from every different continent of the world because every part of the world has something wonderful to offer. Again, everything is organic and ethically sourced. And when we use our fruits and vegetables, okay, and these superfoods that we use as part of our ingredients, we also make sure that we're using a variety of colors because depending on the color of your fruits and vegetables, they all have a different function. For example, a lot of us know that greens are very good for us, but we don't eat enough of the blues and the oranges and the yellows and the reds. And each one of these colors are very important. Some act as anti-inflammatories, some protect the heart, some protect the brain. You know, every single color means something. It all helps the body in a very different way. So in our product, we have a combination of all different colors. These are some of the superfoods we're using. Of course, we're using Noni. Noni is such an important part of our ingredient list. We all know that Noni is great for you. Star fruit, goji berries, acai, cornelian cherry, pomegranate, moringa. Moringa happens to be the plant that has the highest nutritional value in the world. And of course, mangosteen. These are all things that we find in different areas of the world. How about these spices and herbs like oregano, thyme, mint, turmeric, ginger, basil, garlic, cayenne. Now, one of the things that we can say is that we are using organic ingredients. So we actually have seals on our products that show that our products are organic, that there are no GMOs, no genetically modified organisms. That's what GMO stands for. 100% vegan, no added sugars, no additives, gluten-free. So this is going to be safe for everybody, and it's safe for children as well. So what we're accomplishing by our 3-product system, which I'm going to go into in just a minute, we're accomplishing 3 basic objectives. The first would be that we're going to be introducing friendly, healthy bacteria with a very careful probiotic, very carefully formulated probiotic blend. So that's what the probiotics do. They introduce healthy bacteria into the system. Then we provide prebiotics. So what's the difference between probiotics and prebiotics? Prebiotics are the actual food that feed the good bacteria. Okay, so it encourages them to grow and to flourish. And number 3, we support a very natural detox process so that the body can flush out those toxins and that bad bacteria. So these are what our 3 products accomplish, these 3 objectives. So the first of our 3 products is called Phyto Power. Now, Phyto Power is amazing. It's just this little powder that there's a little scoop inside so you can measure it, and you just put it in about 8 ounces, 10 ounces of water. And you can drink that every day. Now that I usually like to drink it in the afternoon because that's usually when I need like a little boost of energy. But it is such a complete um, product. There's so many nutrients in here. You're basically getting all the fruits and vegetables that you need. There's about 45 different fruits and vegetables. Again, we're using all the colors. We also put in this product 5 very key digestive enzymes. And there's 8 very key probiotics in this product. So this is a very balanced product. This is something you'll definitely want to be taking every single day. And you can mix it in water. It doesn't have too much of a flavor to it. I mean, it tastes healthy. You can tell that you're eating fruits and vegetables, and you know, everything is plant-based. But if you want to sweeten it up a little bit, what I do is I drop a couple of drops of honey, and it sweetens it up a little bit. Or you can put it in a juice. You can mix it in a smoothie. You can put it in a protein shake. You know, whatever you feel, you want to do for that day. You can get very creative with this product. Okay, and then the other 2 products in our product line are the liquid supplements. Now they're called the Next. At first, I wasn't sure why they were called Next, because I said, that's kind of an interesting name. But then I understood that it really stands for the next generation of liquid supplements. Because remember, liquid supplements were created 25 years ago by who? By the founders of Tahitian Noni, Marinda. That was the first. Kelly Olson was the person that was instrumental in launching that product. No one had ever heard of liquid supplements before, but 25 years have gone by, so now there's new technology. We can make the liquid supplements so much better. So when we say next, we're talking about the next generation of botanical sources, the next generation of technology, the next vision of how key ingredients can work together. And we have 2 different liquid supplements. We have Next Balance and we have Next Detox. So the Next Balance, you want to take that first thing in the morning. As soon as I wake up, I take my little shot, about an ounce of Next Balance. And then later on in the evening or later on in the day, you take the Next Detox, and that's what's going to detox your system. And again, the Fighter Power, you can take that anytime you want. So let's talk about the Noni that we're using in these liquid supplements, okay? I like to tell people that the variety of Noni that we're using is a more potent one than the original one that was introduced 25 years ago. And that is simply because we fermented with a red light process. So this red light fermentation process is very interesting. They put the Noni like on a bed and they put the red light over it, and the process can last for about 30 days. And what it does is it actually increases the nutritional value, in particular something called polyphenols. I always have trouble saying that word, polyphenols. Okay, the polyphenols are specific nutrients in the Noni and in other super foods that are actually targeting the health of the microbiome. So these polyphenols, they actually increase by 25% in the Noni when it undergoes this red light fermentation process. So it's really quite incredible that we're actually strengthening the value of Noni. So these are our 3 products. We use them together every single day as a system. Each one of them is good on their own, but you really want to get the 3 so that you can use the 3 every single day and get the best results and really have the best results for your microbiome. So again, what we're introducing to the world now is simplicity, because sometimes people want to be healthier. They really do. Nobody likes being unhealthy. Everybody wishes they can take better care of themselves, but they just want it to be simple. They want to know how to really get started. And that's what we're going to be offering all over the world. There's a very simple process of making sure that their microbiome is functioning at optimal level. And this is so important because more and more studies are coming out on the microbiome. You can just Google microbiome, gut microbiome. You can put in the search bar in YouTube, and you're going to find an incredible amount of videos by scientists and doctors and nutritionists all talking about the microbiome. And what they're calling it is the second brain in the body. That's how important it is. As a matter of fact, all these organisms that are in your gut microbiome, they're independent of the brain. They're functioning all in their own little world. That's why it's such a remarkable discovery. to realize that it's really the center of everything. If you take care of your microbiome, it's really simple. If you take care of your microbiome will take care of you. Everything starts functioning better once your microbiome is working correctly. If you do not take care of your microbiome will not take care of you, unfortunately, and that's when things start breaking down in the body. It's really that simple. Look at some of the articles that we're finding here in the Go Love Life community. This is an article, does the gut play a role in dementia? Okay, here is the evidence. So yeah, they're actually finding that there's a very key connection between the microbiome health and whether you're getting dementia or not. Okay, does bacteria in the gut play a role in development of long COVID? Now, what is long COVID exactly? Long COVID is those long-term effects after you get COVID. So sometimes people get COVID, but they're saying months later, they're still not feeling well, they're still having symptoms. Okay, well, now we know why. The gut bacteria is what's really causing that. So once we take care of that, no more symptoms. Okay, this one's from PubMed. Okay, it says progress in our understanding of the gut microbiome. And then this one here is saying how the gut microbiome is linked to depression. Another article on microbiome and mental health. And this is a book that was written called The Gut Microbiome, Our Second Brain. There's even a children's book. There's a children's book that you can order right off of Amazon, and it's called Understanding the Gut Microbiome. It's for kids, and I recommend it for adults because everybody needs to read in a very simple way of how important the microbiome is. So you can all agree that we have something for everybody, and that's why we're going to have such a lucrative business, because there's not one person in the world, in the entire globe, there's not one person that can say, oh, yeah, I know about Go Love Life, that's not for me. They're not going to be able to say that. Everyone is going to need what we have. So it's going to be an incredible way to reach out to people, change lives, and make a lot of money in the process. Now, the reason our future is so secured is, again, because of the founders of this company. So we have Kelly Olson, of course. For a lot of people that have known him since the Tahitian Noni Marinda days, we know that he's like a legend in the industry. People follow him from maybe about 90 to 100 countries all over the world. That's why we're growing so fast and growing so quickly internationally. But remember, he was the person that created the world's best-selling health supplement, Tahitian Noni. So he definitely knows how to continue this success for us. And then we have Sean Whitney. He was also the vice president of Tahitian Noni and Marinda for many years. I'd like to say that he was Kelly's right-hand man, and I'm so glad to see that he is a co-founder of Go Love Life. We also have a gentleman by the name of Cody Day. A lot of people don't know him well because he was never really that visible in the conventions and things like that, right? But he was very, very key in the international expansion of the Marinda Tahitian Noni company. So when I found out that he was a co-founder of this company, I just knew we were going to go internationally very quickly and very successfully. So the first thing you want to do is become an affiliate. All you have to do is pay $25 to join our company. And now you can buy at the member price, at the affiliate price. And immediately you get some perks. You're going to be able to get retail profits. You're going to be able to get a 5% sales bonus when you recruit other customers or other affiliates. Okay, and then you become a member simply by ordering the 3-pack, right? The daily 3 product pack. As long as you're doing that once a month, you are a qualified member. You will be eligible to collect all of the commissions in the compensation plan, which I'm going to go over in just a little bit. These are our prices. When you come into the company, you want to buy a pack. It's called the Daily 3 Starter Pack. It gives you the monthly requirement that you need in order to qualify for commissions, which is 130 points. And these are the prices. If you're not coming in as an affiliate or a member, you will be paying full retail for the pack, and that's $185 US. Once you sign up for the $25 membership fee, then you're going to be able to get it at $165. But the best price possible is when you just enter a subscription. Okay, you're going to get a monthly delivery, a monthly charge, and a monthly delivery. It happens every 10th of the month. So the next time charge will be March 10th. And we'll get our product automatically. And that's $155. That is the best price. And do you know that even customers, whether they don't sign up as a member, they can still get the subscription price if they simply go on subscription. So it's very simple for anybody to get the lowest price possible. Just go on subscription and you will not have to worry about, who's going to give you the best price. You know that you're getting the absolute lowest price when you go on subscription. Now, if there's anybody here listening from the US, we also have a promotion going on that if you buy 2 packs at a time, they will give you free shipping. Okay, but that's only in the US, unfortunately. Sorry guys from Europe, but hopefully we'll be able to do something like that in Europe as we keep growing into Europe. All righty. And some people ask me, well, can I buy bottles separately? Yeah, once you're a member, once you have bought that 3-pack, then if you need extra bottles, yeah, the bottles will cost $65 at retail, $50 at the affiliate member price, and $40 if you're on subscription. So the business model that we offer is fantastic because it gives you a lot of money in the beginning, and I'm going to go over that in detail. It gives you a lot of money in the beginning when you first get started, but then as you grow and build your organization, you make more money. And then when you achieve the top leadership ranks, you make even more money. You make a lot of money through global bonuses. So basically, it's a 3-step process. You make money in the beginning, you make more as you build, you make more as you achieve, and then the 4th step would simply be to just go and love life. Now, this is our marketing plan all in one page. And I got to tell you, even though it looks a little overwhelming to see everything, all these numbers on one page, I can explain this marketing plan in about 10 to 15 minutes. And that's what I love about the Go Love Life marketing plan, the compensation plan, because it's so simple that I can explain it in 10, 15 minutes. Most people will get it the first time. And this is the difference between our company and so many other multi-level companies where they make the plan so confusing. And they do it on purpose, guys. They do it on purpose because this way people don't really understand that they're getting cheated a lot of times, because some of these comp plans do have a lot of loopholes. They do cheat the distributor. A lot of money doesn't get paid to the distributor, goes back to the company. And we don't want to do anything like that. We want to make sure that everything is very clear, everything is very transparent. So here we go. Here's a comp plan explanation. Hopefully I'll do it in 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so the first thing you have to understand is that when you buy a pack, a 3-product daily, the daily 3-product pack, you will complete 130 points. That's called PV, personal volume. And that is the only thing that you would need to complete in personal volume requirement for all of the levels, all of the titles. Now you can see you start off as a member. That just means you signed up and you bought your pack. But then you advance to different titles. Now there's 5 only, so it's not really that complicated. First you advance to merchant, then you become a builder, then a leader, then a star performer, and then an elite performer. And in order to be a merchant, which is the first step, the first title, what you would have to do is you just have to bring in at least 3 other members, at least, right? Each one of them buys their pack, so they're getting 130 PV. And your total volume, everything that you buy and everything that your organization buys for the month has to add up to 1,040. Now, here in the US, we're kind of creating a habit of people getting 2 when they order so they can save on shipping. So that's a good practice. And if you notice, if you get 2 and your 3 people get 2, that's exactly the 1,040 points. That's 8 packs, and it adds up to exactly what you need to become a merchant. So whether you do it with 4 people buying 2 packs each, or 8 people buying 1 pack each, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have the 8 pack volume, which is 1,040, you will become a merchant. Okay, now the next level is builder. Builder means that now you're growing your organizations, okay? And you would have to have at least 3 legs or 3 organizations that create at least 780 in each of them. Now you can have all the legs you want. You can have 100 legs if you want, but your 3 biggest ones should have at least 780. And your total volume within everything that you order and everything that your organization or your downline orders has to add up to 5,200, which is about 40, it comes out to 40 packs. For those of you who have been in Marinda, Tisha, Noni, Builder is the most similar to Jade. That's the most similar position to Jade. Then we have Leader. Leader is the most similar position to Pearl from Tahitian Noni Marinda. And to be a leader, you would need to have 3 legs or 3 organizations that move 3,250 in each of them. Okay, so your 3 biggest legs would have to do that. And then your total group volume between 6 levels has to be 26,000. So that's 200 packs. Very similar to Pearl, right? Pearl was 200 cases. Now, the main difference is that if you notice, you don't have to have 3 Jades to become a Pearl, or so in this way, in this case, you don't have to have 3 builders to become a leader. Okay, 3 personally sponsored builders. Okay, there's no requirement that has you bringing your personally sponsored people to any specific title. As long as you're completing the volume in the amount of legs required, which is 3, and the total group volume, you're good. You move up in rank. So it's so much easier than it ever was. Okay. And then when you want to become a star performer, then you just focus on developing that 4th leg. Okay. You need to have 6,504 legs and 52,000 in total. And then to be an elite performer, you need to build 5 legs, right? You need to have at least 7,805 legs and a total of 78,000, which is about 600 packs, which does happen, by the way. As you grow over time, you and anybody who works this program at some point will be able to reach 600 packs throughout their organization, especially because we're growing in so many different countries already. So it's going to be very easy to maximize this marketing plan. I don't want to say necessarily easy. Maybe I shouldn't have said easy, because it does require work. I'm not going to lie to you, but it is simple. It's simplified. It's a much more simple comp plan than any other comp plan I've seen in my 30 years of doing this network marketing industry. So once we know how to move up in rank, now we can cover what the levels pay. But keep in mind that if you want to maximize the marketing plan, already you should begin with the end in mind. You should start thinking about who your 5 key people are that you want to work with, so that you can get those 5 people moving, growing, and then you'll be able to reach the top position, which is elite performer, because you have 5 legs. So what does the first level pay? Well, over here we see that it's 5 plus 10. So it's a total of 15%. And I apologize again, they're doing construction in my house. So I apologize for the noise, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So 5 plus 10 equals 15%. That's what you're going to get on the first level. That means everybody that you personally sponsor, whether they're a customer or whether they're an affiliate member, it doesn't matter. You're going to get 15%. Now, why do we break it up into 5% and 10%? Well, that's because 5% of that 15% is considered a sales bonus. The sales bonus pays on a weekly cycle. So as people are coming into your group, as you sponsor them, as you personally sponsor them, because that's your first level, you will get a weekly bonus. So that means that people buy a pack, a week later, you will get paid that 5% on what they ordered. But then at the end of the month, also the unilevel payout, it kicks in. After the company calculates commissions for the month, you will get an additional 10% from those same orders that you got 5%. So it's a total of 15% that you get on every single personally sponsored person on every pack that they buy every single month. Now, what does that come out to in US dollars? It comes out to exactly $19.50. I like to round it off and say you're making approximately $20 on every pack that every person buys every single month on that first level, whether they're a customer or they're an affiliate member. Now, once they realize that they can get $20 on every single pack that of the people that they bring in, then obviously they're going to want to do what you're doing. They're going to want to sponsor in customers and affiliate members. So now you're going to get 10% on that second level. So as long as you're a merchant, now you're eligible for that 10% on that second level, and it stays at 10% throughout. So that comes out to $13 US. You're going to get $13 on every person that orders every pack every month on that level 2. And if this is all that you understand today, that's enough, because the rest of the marketing plan, you'll get the details here and there, once you start growing, but all you have to know is that this compensation pays a lot. It pays a lot up front. You will get $20 on everybody you bring in and $13 on everybody they bring in. And that's residual. That's every month. That does not change. That is permanent. Now, you also, of course, make money on levels 3, on level 4, on level 5, on level 6. As you can see, as you grow in title, those percentages on levels 3 through 6 are going to get higher and higher. So as long as you're a star performer or a star elite, you're going to get the maximum amount, which is 5% on all those levels, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6. And then once you're in the top 3 positions, leader, star performer, and elite performer, once you're in those top 3 top positions, you're also going to be eligible for the leadership bonus. So what does the leadership bonus do? Well, it adds an extra percentage onto your 6th level. So in the case of leader, where you normally would get 4% on level 6, you're now going to get 5% because we just add another percent. Okay. So everything that happens on level 6 is going to be 5% as long as you're a leader. If you're a star performer, we're going to add another 5 to the 5. And now you're going to get 10% on everything that occurs in level 6. Anything that people buy on level 6 is going to pay you 10%. And at an elite performer, you'll make another 10%, which gives you a total of 15% on everything that happens on level 6. So keep that in mind. This compensation plan pays 15% on level 1 and 15% on level 6. This is unheard of. I've never seen a compensation plan do this, where the maximum amount is on level 1 and on level 6. And then in between, of course, you're going to be making money. But why do we pay so much on level 1 and level 6? Well, obviously level 1 it's obvious. We want you to make money up front. We want you to make money fast as you first join and start building, for your initial recruiting efforts. You want to get very well paid for that. And level 6 is where you're going to at some point have many, many people. It's going to be the majority of your organization, because when you build an organization, some people look at it as a triangle. It starts, expanding out. And once it goes into those deeper levels, that's where you're going to have the most people. But it's not really a triangle. It's more shaped like a diamond. On the lower levels, it starts tapering down. So in the middle is where you're going to have the majority of people. And statistically, that usually ends up being like the 6th level in any network marketing company. So being that our founders understand that, they want to pay you the most amount of money where you have the most amount of people, where it counts the most, on level 6. All right. So now we are down to our last part of the compensation plan, which is the DCB pool. That stands for Dynamic Compression Bonus Pool. So a lot of people ask me, Charles, what happens when my organization starts to grow down below 6 levels? What happens when I have people in level 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Do I lose that? Does the company take that? Well, maybe if we were another company that would happen, but not in Go Love Life. Nothing is taken from you. Everything is paid out. So what happens with all the volume that you have on level 7 down to infinity, that is going to all go into a pool. Now, it's not just your volume, but it's my volume. It's the volume of people in Asia. It's the volume of people in Europe. It's the people in Latin America that are all growing level 7 and below. All of that volume goes into one big global pool. And at the end of the month, it all gets divided among the leaders. So in order to get your piece of this pie, you would have to be at least a leader. Okay, that's why it's important for you to grow and be a leader. That's your incentive, to get a piece of this big pool. And leaders will get 16%. Okay, so that means that if there is a big pool that adds up to, say, $1 million, and I'm going to use a very easy round number, $1 million, just to give you an example, then 160,000 of the 1 million gets divided among all the leaders that same month. But of the 1 million, 24% gets divided among the star performers. So 240,000 will be divided among all the star performers. And then 60% of that, which is 600,000 of the million, will be divided and paid out to all of the elite performers, all on a pro rata basis. So it's a very, very exciting shared bonus. And we want to make sure that everybody does well. We want the people in Asia to do exceptionally well. We want the people in Europe to do well, in the United States and Latin America. Because if we all do well, we all get to share in the big pie of success. All right, so now we have to understand that our total payout is it's up to 55% in this marketing plan, higher than it was in Morinda, Tisha Noni. But 25% of this 55% is all in just the first two levels. And that's unheard of in the industry, to pay out that much in the very beginning when people are getting started. So again, we're paying out in all different stages of your growth. And now the last thing I want to do is give you a very simple model to follow, so that this way you know how to make money very quickly. And of course, there's many different models I can show you. As a matter of fact, if you're on my WhatsApp list, I can send you some of the models, like even Kelly Olson has trained already on, as far as like 6 months, 6 month projections on, how to make money in 6 months. And they're very, very exciting, just to look at the numbers. But I'm going to show you one tonight that's very simple to follow. We call it 2 + 2 in 2002. So again, we want to get people into the habit of at least getting 2 packs, one for you, one for a family member. If you're married, of course, you're going to want your spouse to be healthy as well. So 2 packs on your own account, and then another 2 packs within your customer base. So that can be just one customer that does the same thing you do, or it can be 2 different customers that buy 1 pack each. But really, this is not that difficult. Within everything that you buy and your customer base buys, you want to move at least 4 packs. This is the example that you are using so that your group can follow. So now what you want to do is you want to bring in 5 members, and you want to have them follow the same exact model. You want them to move 4 packs each within everything that they buy and their customer base buys. So if you got 5 members moving these 4 packs each, 2 for them, 2 for their customer base, you're going to make $364, which doesn't seem like a whole lot yet. But remember, this is every single month. This is every month, because every month you are following this model. Now, bring that down to level 2. Now you've got 5 members teaching their 5 members how to move 4 packs each. And now you're making another $975. And by the 3rd generation, when you've got the members in your 2nd generation showing their 5 people how to do this, move 4 packs within their orders and their customers' orders, now you've got a total of 3,250 on that 3rd level. And that's a total of $4,589 per month, just on what you can make on 3 levels of the uni-level plan. Now, this doesn't even include the bonuses, guys. Obviously, when you have this much volume flowing through your organization, you most likely are going to qualify for the leadership bonus and some part of the dynamic compression bonus. So this is actually a very modest number. It actually can be much higher than what we show here. It can definitely be over 5,000 a month just by following this simple model. And for some people, the money is going to be what makes them happy, but for other people, it's the travel, it's the experiences. And we're going to have all of that too. We're going to be able to have these amazing experiences that we had. If you were with us in Tahitian, Noni, Morinda, you understand how wonderful these experiences were. We were staying in 5-star hotels in the most exotic locations in the world, all paid for by our company. So that's going to continue. As a matter of fact, they already made an announcement yesterday that they already are organizing the next 2 trips. The first 2 trips, I could say, because we're just getting started. It's going to be the first 2 trips of many, but we want everybody to participate. This September, we are going to have our grand international conference in Las Vegas, Nevada. This will be September 7th through the 9th. This event is open to everybody all over the world. Anybody can come. And it's going to be an amazing experience, because this is going to be our official launch. Okay, we're still in pre-launch, and we're going to be in pre-launch for the next 6 months. And that's important to tell your people, that they want to get in now during this 6-month period, and they want to start growing their organizations, because the pre-launch is so key. Once we start growing faster and stronger all over the world, we're going to be the ones that make the most money, obviously, because we got in at the very beginning. So that's very attractive to say that we're in pre-launch. But September will be our official global launch. And then for all of the leaders that qualify this year, in March of 2023, we are going to Dubai. Okay, so this is exciting. I've always wanted to go to Dubai. A lot of people have this on their on their list, their bucket list, I call it. They want to see Dubai before they kick the bucket. So this is going to be exciting for all of us. Now, this trip is by qualification only, and they will be announcing the qualifications very soon. So they'll either put it on Facebook, or who knows, maybe even tonight they'll announce it, because there's going to be a training tonight. It goes on kind of late for Europe. It goes on at 8 o'clock Eastern time here in the Eastern United States, here in Florida, New York. So I know a lot of people will be sleeping at that hour, but I'm pretty sure they're going to record it and they'll put it on the Facebook private group. Okay, so maybe they'll even announce what the qualifications are tonight. So I hope everybody can get excited. This is something to get really excited about, and most of all, because you're going to be doing something amazing for your health and your quality of life. So I encourage everyone to get started today. We are shipping already to many of the European countries, many of the Asian countries, even Latin America now is starting to get products. So it's really growing all over the world, all over the world. I am going to open up the mic very soon, but again, I want to remind you, this is going to be a back office training that happens later on tonight. It'll be next morning for Europe, but it will be given by Sean Whitley. And if you're on my WhatsApp list, you should be able to get the link. If you definitely will not stay up to watch this, I don't blame you, because it goes on very, very early morning for anybody in Europe. But I'm pretty sure they're going to record it and put it on the Facebook group. Okay, so with that said, I am done. I would like to open up, to any questions you might have. If anybody wants to ask a question, just go ahead and unmute yourself, and you can ask me anything you want. And I hope nobody's shy.
Thank you, Charles. It was amazing presentation.
Thank you.
Really.
I think I get a little bit more excited every time I do it. That's probably why it turns out better. Do you have any questions, Evoya, or does anybody?
I don't know now. We were talking with my friend, and after we were talking, I went to see at night Sean 2 a.m.
2 a.m. right? It'll be 2 a.m. for you, right?
I don't sleep.
Well, yeah, you are dedicated. That's all I can say. That is dedication.
I will sleep tomorrow. No problem.
We'll have plenty of time to sleep. We can sleep after 6 months after we build the place.
Okay. Thank you. I don't know now, but I'm so excited and I'm so happy. Thank you for.
I'm happy you're part of the team. I'm really happy to be working with you and your people. And we're going to get Europe growing strong. That's for sure. Just so you know, we are shipping right now to Hungary. We are shipping to the UK. It was officially announced yesterday that we're starting with Hungary, UK, Romania. We're also shipping to the Netherlands. We're shipping to Denmark, to Sweden, to Norway, to Finland. And am I missing one? Oh, yeah. Did I say Sweden already? Sweden, okay. Oh, and Germany. Germany was the one I forgot. So we are shipping to all those European countries as of now. The shipping is only going to be $31, which is very reasonable considering that the product is coming from the United States. We do not have warehouses in Europe yet. In the future, that will happen. But all the product is being shipped from the US directly to your doorstep in any of one of the countries that I just mentioned. So the company has the ability to do this. They're working with an exporting company that's able to make this happen at not such an expensive cost. So it's definitely something to be excited about that we can start building in Europe right now.
Fantastic. Thank you. And next Zoom next week. Yeah,
we could do this on Tuesday with myself. Now on Saturday, just so you know, I'm glad you asked that, because on Saturday at the same exact time, which would be 7 p.m. Hungary, right? 1 p.m. my time. At the same exact time, we also have another leader who's incredible at doing presentations. I'm going to send you the link because she's doing them for the US market, but obviously 1 p.m. is perfect for Europe. So you can tap into that presentation. Her name is Valencia Pompville. I'm working directly with her. She is phenomenal, such a dynamic woman, and you'll be able to tap into her presentation this Saturday at the same time. And then I'll come back on Tuesday at the same time to do the next one. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, perfect.
Fantastic. I'll make sure to send you the link for Saturday if anybody wants to tap into that. It'll be Saturday, 7 o'clock Hungary time.
Nice. Good.
Okay. Have a good night, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Take care. Bye. God bless you. Bye.
Because I'm happy.